Welcome back everyone to Magius Plays Alan Wake. Last time, we sort of fought our way out of a mental asylum, and now we're in some kind of trouble.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
This time, we're trying to make our way to the Anderson farm and figure out what's going on there. Hey, what do you know? Got a better flashlight here. And some batteries, which will be very nice. And it looks like that's about it. The
car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Well, hopefully nothing jumps out at us before we get to the cabin that we need to actually shoot at. And no, shooting it with the flashlight doesn't count.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Yeah, we've got bear traps again, so just like last time, keep a sharp eye out and watch for where they shine. But they're not too hard to get around. This is going to be a tremendous help.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Don't have a lot of extra shots with it, but it is far better than nothing. And that's what we had to compare it to. Still doesn't mean we want to go stepping in those traps. There we go. Now we should be able to start making a bit more progress along here, as we really want to get to the light. Hey, that's not nice. Anyways,
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
got to the cabin. Now maybe we can get some sort of clue as to what's going on here.
Hello? Anybody here?
Probably not,
Barry?
though. That certainly didn't sound like Barry.
You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. My buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's something bad guy who wrote this crap.
I've won. If I continue with this, let me guess. Danny, huh? They used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
And so we have evidence that this story is Alan Wake in his own story. A twisted bit of narrative, but an interesting one, I think. Definitely makes for a interesting bit of meta-narrative.
The front door was locked. I could climb out through the broken window. The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Fortunately, there's one right here. But first, some supplies. Which are going to be very helpful before much longer. Now, let's go grab that truck. Let's check the outhouse first. No, nothing there.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
And of course, the driving in this game still isn't all that great. Way too likely for you to just drift away. Like so. I guess we have to get out here. That isn't too much of a problem. Just need to fend a couple guys off of us and move right along. On the other hand, yeah, that could be quite a lot of a problem.
Farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
missed a manuscript page here. And grab the stuff back from the basement again.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting it. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
There we go. That clears them out right quick. Now we just need to deal with this thing. That takes care of them trying to sneak up behind us. And we're at the next checkpoint. And almost to the farm. Have some cool looking bleachers here. And we are...
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
We are about to see an awesome spectacle here. And now we've got an even stronger flashlight. This is probably going to take me a few tries. Just being honest with you.
So glad you decided to go it alone, Johnson. Shut up and shoot.
Al, we have to fight them all. I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out. Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stuff. Al, hold on. I'm trying to get the stage
Yeah. Awesome as this bit is, it is tough.
We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked!
There we go. Took a bit to actually grab that.
Please, please, please!
And there we have it. A really rough fight, but a lot of fun. That definitely eats up a lot of ammo getting through.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Way ahead of you there, Barry. Way ahead of ya.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
Yeah. Not exactly top priority at the moment. But now we're in the... now we have an actual heavy-duty flashlight to use. And that may actually help us get some stuff taken care of.
Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll show all day long. I'm always amazing, moody. It makes me very attractive. friend Barry to carry me.
Wow. You look at that thing, Al. They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
They most certainly did.
They must have done okay for themselves.
Sleep. We all spend a third of
Oh,
our
night
dreams in
spring.
the soft embrace,
Man,
somewhere
many
between
memories.
fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
don't
real
wait
writing
for
job. What got you
themselves in
started?
life.
Was this one of your episodes?
It certainly does help explain why the episodes keep showing up around here.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of peanut. Hey, Jones, right?
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
And if it looks like a battering ram, that's exactly what it's going to be used for.